Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Additional Rules. Rules to help you advance your knowledge, your understanding as you navigate the terrain on the exam course based on the Project Management Body of Knowledge Guide. So let's take a look at our rule for today. Our rule for today simply states compliance may stem back to the project charter. Now, this comes from a question in which you, as the project manager, you are told you probably are not in compliance. What would you do if someone told you you're not in compliance? What if your sponsor or some senior manager, some compliance individual begins to question if the project is in compliance? Well, first of all, let's answer that question. What is compliance? Compliance involves rules, regulations, certain stringent requirements. They could be from a government body such as OSHA, such as SOX compliance, such as disability acts, and so on and so forth. It's your job as a project manager to make sure that these compliance measures, restraints, requirements, whatever you want to call them, are inherent in the work being done. If you're designing, you want to make sure that the ADA clauses are in there. If you are on a job site in construction, you want to make sure that that particular aspect of safety, OSHA regulations, is being observed, and things such as that. So how do you know if you are in compliance or not? Let's go back again to the rule, because the question that this was built on is centered around bogus options that do not indicate compliance, even though they sound a bit intelligent. One, the business case. That is done even before the project is authorized. You will not find compliance in there per se, depending on the project, but most likely it would not live there. You also have options of the statement of work and even the risk register, which sounds like it could be. But a risk register will not tell you if you are in compliance. A risk register will only identify risk of not being in compliance, but not necessarily the compliance measures that you need to be following. So the best answer was the project charter, because the project charter, when it's being developed, is considering the EEFs. Let's take a look very quickly at this book. I want to show you 4.1. There's a key thing here that will help you see how this could be found in the project charter. Let's take a look at page 78. And the first and the second bullets, they read, government or industry standards. These are factors that can affect the development of the charter. Also, legal and regulatory requirements. Sounds familiar? And or constraints. Those are measures that will invariably find their way into the charter and could thereby inform you if you are in compliance or not. But all the other options that I mentioned and read, those cannot, okay? And that brings us to the end of today's rule. I hope this was of help to you. Don't forget to tell your friends, hit like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode.